Dumpling, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well on this 25th of August. Yes, I had my coffee, so we know what date it is today. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Today's video is quite simple. I don't know if it's gonna be a short. It is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. You're doing videos for months and months and months, and you get into that groove. You get into that that habit of. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird. It's gonna be a weird video. When am I not making weird video? By the way, get into the groove of making content, and I feel like yeah, this is making content, but it's for everything that you do. Taking a break, for example, we're seeing it more physically speaking. If you take like a break from practicing a sport, right? You're still gonna keep that in, but they're just almost this loss of not necessarily skill, but this loss of habits. And it's weird because it's basically muscle memory. So the fact that we take the sports has not making content, and I'm making this video. I should have said so before, but we're making this content as yesterday. Yesterday was technically my first day off, my first day back, right? And I had problem making content because it felt weird to make content. Yeah, it felt weird. However, it's weird because when we talk about sports, there's muscle memories involved. But when I'm doing videos, I put a bit of myself in it, so I put a bit of emotion in it. And because I put a bit of emotion in it, we should have a emotional memory. So this hurt my feelings. This made me happy. So I'm gonna try to avoid this and to recreate this, right? So in the videos, we have this emotional memories. I did a video how it was cool. I fucking beast, dude. Swear to God, it's bad. I'm sorry. There's possibly a nest nearby, but I shouldn't be worried. But in the winter, it's gonna be like in the winter, this is outside, so it's not gonna matter. The cool thing is, I made a video on the pros of making content every day, right? And it's weird because I made that video, and I thought it was so good. It was so agreeing what I said. Thought it was so pertinent what I said that I made a second video with the same thing in my mind. Right, so when we start making those videos, I don't know if it's placebo effect. I was talking with Lily on Insta, talking about like just indie habits, right? And she's right. The feeling that you're the feeling that you're, and it's completely different. For years and years and years, I was making content. Yes. Some of my videos, there's no thought behind it. It's just impulse after impulse after impulse. And there's still this feeling of impulsiveness, right? And even today, this videos, I wasn't planning to make these videos. I got 4 or 5 videos planned, but that's not it. And see, I'm realizing a couple of months ago, I was like, hey, I want to create a more pertinent community. And I have this community. But it comes with a side of things, you know? So, it's an amazing thing. It comes with the side of, okay, well, I'm not alone. Those videos are meaning something. I'm gonna be quite honest. A lot of the likes that I get for videos, I know they're not true likes. They're spam likes. I don't care, but still. But it is the fact that this forced break felt like a step back, and that step back you can see it in companies when you see a company that's like, hey, we need an outside professional because we're too inside the product, we're too inside the box. So taking a step back allows me to perceive the content how it is, because it's kind of my fault. It's kind of my bad. I don't know why I didn't think about it before, but I do change. The content do change, so the response should change, right? And that's what I was talking about with yesterday. I made a video about Casey Neistat. That's what I was talking. So for example, I'm gonna take Jacksepticeye as an example, because out of the three OG, so the three OG were Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, right? And I talked about this yesterday, and I was focusing, and this is how much you evolve. I'm pretty tired still. We have energy drink. Should have made that video before. I always did. I don't know why I didn't, but fuck it, it's too late. See, I was talking, and this is how I perceive things. This is when you know that I'm being genuine. So I was talking about, hey, they're stuck making the same content, and when they fell out of love with gaming, they fell out of love with gaming. It's hard to be that content, right? But I didn't even think about those people that are watching them, and you can see that it's very hard because the people that are watching them are constantly changing because those people grow up, and some people still fall in love with games. Some people still see this is the hard part about being a gamer or being content creating for gaming. People that used to watch you get older and don't want to watch the same videos, but those people that were your public before would prefer a kind of like a retro nostalgic view of things. So, for example, playing an old game that you used to play, right? And Jack does that a bit with Dark Souls, right? But it's not its main focus. And to me, I fuck with that because again, you're pandering to two audience, which is your old audience that grew up watching you play this, and you pandering to another audience that is understanding that this is a cult classic, right? But the number of games that have this potential to really what you call it? How would I describe it? The number of games that have the potential to be on par with if I think about a game, and that's pretty sad to be honest. That is pretty fucking sad. I grew up watching Pokemon. I grew up playing Pokemon. When am I hearing people talk about Pokemon Yellow? When am I hearing people talk about Silver and Gold? And to me, this is insane. This is amazing. Those are games that have shaped things. I want you guys to picture this one thing, right? So with the knowledge, I'm going to talk about gaming a little bit, but it still has to do with the content itself. We're going to take a game like Suikoden, which is an old game which was on Super NES, which you had a total of 40 characters that was recruitable, right? You could play in teams of 6. So you could have 40 people, but you can only play in teams of 6, which was pretty cool. You look at a game like Lufia, which is Return of the Hero, where you have 21 recruitable hero. You can only play as 9, which is still amazing. And then you have Pokemon that had 150. You can only play as 6, but they were all playable characters, which is, to me, is mind-blowing. And nobody talks about that shit. Nobody gives a shit anymore, and it's sad. And you see, going back to content, take me a step back. I'm seeing people, and I want to see them grow with me, you know. But at the same time, it's a different vision. It's not necessarily part of my content, but of what I love. And it's weird because I try my best to do like videos per videos, right? And the first hope is like, okay, well, today I want to talk about that. Today I want to talk about this. Today I have an interest in this, right? Which is the center of interest, which is the video that we made last week. At the same time, you want to be understanding, or at the very least aware that, hey, the people that are watching me, they deserve to watch. They deserve to have like content that's gonna make them grow. You see, and I'm sure I'm trying to be positive, but you have to provide something to people. And I realize that a lot of my videos do not provide that service. However, they're all part of like, I don't think about myself as a mastermind, but they're all part of a puzzle to understand who I am. And when you understand who I am, it's funny because you have all of these guru on the internet. You have all of those guys who's like, hey, I got the way to make you rich. Hey, you should follow me. This is how you're gonna be losing weight. This is how you're gonna be proving your sexual prowess. When you look at that guy, when you look at that person you're trying to follow, or you're trying to find information about that guy, there's nothing. So I'm supposed to believe you, but I don't know who you are. Which, to me, is a bit weird. But we did a video about, I want to say like 2 or 3 days ago, about getting information from someone you hate. If that information is good, it doesn't matter, or the source of the information, that information is good, right? So, I don't know. I feel like knowing the person gives them credibility. But at the same time, what did that credibility hold? Any eyes? I don't know. Yeah. So coming back to the subject, coming back to the subject of coming back to making content, it's a blessing, and at the same time, it's like it's not necessarily a curse. It's a blessing because you get to see you get to see whatchamacallit. You get to see a portrayal of the channel itself, the state of the channel, right? Because the state of the channel is not something I paid attention to. There's a difference. I spent 3 years focusing on YouTube and on Twitch, which I fucking love. I still love YouTube and on Twitch. But if I have to be completely honest, on YouTube we're at 366 today. Thanks Soap for the latest subscriber. I think it's Soap or it might be Anouk. But yeah, so on Twitch I'm at 650, but on Twitch if I get a viewer I'm very lucky, you know. And then you have on TikTok, so I spend most of my time understanding that my channel was small enough not to care about perception, not to care about the impact that it has. And when I was creating content, of for 3 years, right, I was like, okay, well, guess what, this video doesn't matter right now. So that's why you don't really see me covering like recent event or daily topic. You don't see me covering that, right? Because I know those videos later on will had this amazing video yesterday. I'm gonna talk to you about, so this is gonna be a long video in case you didn't know. But you see the beauty of it, the beauty of my content was, I know someday people will give a shit. For now they don't, and that's fine. And now I'm faced with a situation where I'm extremely, and I don't mean that that's a cocky way, but I'm popular. And you have to understand, this is gonna be for every single content creator, but you have to understand that you have this beautiful nature corner. Look at this. You got the feet of angel, which is basically a cloud with a ray of sunlight. This is beautiful. Fucking, this is rare too. Not super rare, but still. See, if you're, there's time in your life when you're gonna reach a plateau, right? Plateau, which is when you work out, you're gonna reach a plateau. So you reach this plateau and you're like, okay, well, this is pretty much what I can do. For 3 years, the growth is very slow, and then the growth becomes super huge. So it is almost in a timely fashion. You're not expecting that growth, and when it comes to like, okay, well, and it is nuts because you understand that there's a difference between, how can I say that? It's hard to say. There's a difference between talking about what you love and people are agreeing because they love what you love and people like you, you know, it's different. And I feel like I am that person, but I have to become a person that is unequivocally, whatchamacallit? I don't know. Unequivocally, somebody that has credibility. I think that's what I'm looking for, right? Anywho, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.